And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show presents the National League Division Series. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boog. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, just about ready for baseball. And on the hill, Cade Horton. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And a foul ball. Yo, 1.
Ball.
That one fouled off. Grounder off the pitcher. And no chance for him to make the play. Let's just hope he's all right. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Way outside, and that's ball 1. Marsh in his 5th season, 27 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today he's the DH. This one popped up. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating.
No,
you just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track. This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Feeds to second, out there, on to Bush. It's a double play. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And we're back. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola.
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Nico Horner. Pitch in the dirt. Ball one.
Yep.
Well, this team was shut out in the previous game, and I'm really interested to see what did they talk about in that hitters meeting that's going to translate into the game and help them get on that scoreboard.
Headed towards the corner. Castellanos makes the grab on the run. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing, otherwise you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Ian Happ in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Bader makes the grab for the second out.
That is good. The right field.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. Nola fires. Foul ball, still 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. King Tut goes down on strikes. And the Cubs are down in order. We played an inning, no score. We're in the second game of this division series. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Fought off foul. And here it comes. There's a swing and a drive. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He hammers one out to center. It's 1-0.
With this pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. He got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in game 2 of the NLDS. Liner snagged it first.
They put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So here's Bader now. In there at the knees. 1 out, base is empty. And that's off the outside edge. And 1-1. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Struck him out looking.
frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Alec Bohm stands in now and watches strike one. Two down, bases empty, but one run across here at the top of the second. That one finds the zone, and that's strike two.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
The changeup missing, and that is ball one.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And misses inside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated.
He locked him up, and that'll do it. The inning is over. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is the National League Division Series on the show. Here at Wrigley Field, bottom of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. And that one is downstairs, and it's 1-0. And there's a ball.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
There's the sinker at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Swings and misses. And that is strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Two.
Swings through it for the K. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. There's a strike. Two outs. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And it remains 1-0. Back here at the friendly confines. On to the third inning. Here comes Real Muto. Horton back to work. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The 1-1. Pulls that one foul. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2.
Curve in the dirt. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Hard ground ball, base knock. Makes the turn and heads for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Waste no time there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
So the batting order turns over. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryson Stott. Reached on an infield single his first time. Fastball is outside. And the 1-0. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
1 out and a runner at second. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and they lead by 2.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. One out, runner at second. Here's the Phillies DH, Brandon Marsh. Check on the runner. Stop. Dives back in safely. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
No ball. 1 strike.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. Ball 1 there.
Inside.
Next offering misses down and away.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
To the right side, Horner throws to first.
He's out.
He's out. Here's Trey Turner. He's 0 for 1.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fly ball center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Nabs it. And that is that. Phillies with the run-scoring double. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the National League Division Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. There's the strike.
0-1.
And that's outside. And it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
That's the ball. Too low.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Strike 1.
1-1.
And a 1-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1.
It's always fun watching Nola pitch. He's one of the best pitchers in the league because he knows how to control a baseball. He's got excellent command of his pitches, which keeps his walk rate low and helps keep him out of trouble.
The 1-0. Just missed.
2-0.
And that one fouled off. Man at first, one away. Gets the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
Nico Horner will come up to hit. Fly to right his first time. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Check swing, no appeal, and that's ball one.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And another ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Foul off down the right side. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the last half of the third. That big swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The next offering misses, and the count's full.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Line drive, makes the catch for the out. To second with the throw-in, no chance to get back. It's a double play. Cubs leave one. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Kyle Schwarber. Just missed.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
2-0. Foul ball there.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So man aboard. Bryce Harper to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Harper goes 6 feet 3 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Schwarber on at first, nobody out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. And out on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now Bader up to the plate. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. And they add a couple more. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
A
a good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty, one away, and now it's Alec Bohm. Inside, just missed. The 1-0. And he takes a strike. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Jamison Tayo up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Kittredge also getting ready. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Happ pulls it in on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Real Muto in the box now. No balls and a strike. That one lifted to left. Happ gets under it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And we're back, bottom of the 4th. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. Not close with that one. 1-0.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
So now 1-2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond. And
great grab on the dive.
That's what you got to have at the hot corner. Cat-like reflexes. Line drive caught by the third baseman as he dives. Terrific play.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here in game 2 of the NLDS. That one finds the corner, and the count is 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. And that's in the dirt. The Cubbies down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Caught him looking for the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. On the ground to the left, and it goes just foul. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Swing and a ball hammered left field back there. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Struck out swinging his first time. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for the Cubs. They trail it here 4-0. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the fifth. Jamison Tyone.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos. Doubled his first time up. There's the strike.
You know, these Phils putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The 0-2. Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. This is Bryson Stott. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Marsh, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Backed off the plate that time.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And first offering is fouled off. Castellanos, the runner at first with 2 gone. He swings and fouls one off. 0-2 now. Grips one to right. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit. Tucker hustles to get it in. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
He was all over that one. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. So they strand a pair. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 0. We're in the second game of this division series. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And there's a strike.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
In for a strike, and the count is 0-2. This one in the air, right field. Castellanos moves on it. Brings it in, and there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Kelly swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Missed with a changeup, and the count even 1-1.
One strike.
Swings through that. The Phillies leading by 4, last half of inning number 5. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And down on strikes he goes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Swanson digs in. That one's in there. That's strike 1. Bounced up the middle. Turner tosses to first. That's out number 3. Cubs are down quietly. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here at the friendly confines. Here's Harper now. Tayo back to work. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Foul ball. And that one is in the dirt. And the count is 1-2. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Number 43, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Kittredge, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And that's in the dirt. The count now 2-2. Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
2 strikes. Many times hitters looking out over the plate. When you're looking out over the plate, you're also going to let the ball travel a little bit longer. And a fastball zipped on the inside corner just locks you up.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away here in game 2 of the NLDS. On the ground. Oh, what a stop to first. and they get the out.
Great read off the bat by the second baseman. He took it perfect angle to get to this ball, knowing that he was going to have to dive to cut it off. Gets up and completes the play from the outfield grass. What a great job of picking up his pitcher.
Two outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. In there at the knees for a strike. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. It'll bring up JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 in this one. And that one lifted in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. No runs, no base hits, no errors, and one man left. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. That clips the corner. Next pitch is outside. 1-1. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now back, second baseman.
Back to the top of the lineup. So here's Horner now. On the ground to short. Trey Turner gloves it. Handles, throws to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 8,
Ian Happ up to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That clips a corner.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Realmuto to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started. And now for the Phillies, Nick Castellanos. And that one fouled off. Out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And puts the squeeze on that one. One away. Bryson Stott digs in now. And there's the strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
And ball 1. Next one in the dirt. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
That's too low. 2-0. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking.
Safe at first as they can't make the play. And oh no, it's out of play. Just a terrible throw there.
Just looked like he pushed that throw. Not a long distance, so something definitely broke down mechanically. Sometimes the shorter throws can be harder to make. You don't see many high throws from second baseman over to first because they usually don't have to put much on it.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. Misses the sweeper.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And takes low for ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And right back to the mound. To first. And that is the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They lead 4-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. First pitch misses. Action in the pen down there. Tanner Banks, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Meza, the power lefty, up as well. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And there's a foul ball. Right side, and he grabs it in foul ground. Towards first, and he handles it himself for the out.
Now back, first base, Montreal.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Busch, 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that one missing low. The Phils leading by 4 here in the late stages of game 2. Inside, just missed. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Look out! And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And no one can get there. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Safe. It's 4-1.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Just missed. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And strike two.
One ball.
One out and a runner at second. Here the bottom of the seventh. In the air, right field. Castellanos makes the grab. 2 down. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. Crow Armstrong on third with 2 out. Late swing fouled off. Two outs. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Kyle Schwarber. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. And a foul ball. The 1-1 is fouled off. One-two now. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Here is Bryce Harper. Fouled off left side.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And that one is inside ball 1. That to right. And that will fall.
Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
Man at first with 1 gone. Harrison Bader now at the plate. Fastball for a strike at 95. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Number 43 up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Kittredge, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Boom. The next to hit takes ball 1. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs. That one missed. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Swanson. And that'll do it. Phillies strand 1 as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jose Alvarado. And here comes Dansby Swanson. And he grounds one to the right side. And it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
And up next for Chicago, Matt Shaw. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one is inside. The 1-1 is fouled off. The Cubs trailing by 3 here in game 2 of the NLDS. Ground ball up the middle. Stop. Takes it to the bag. That's one. Relay to first. Double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. And that's down and away. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. To the right side. Stop. Fires over to first. 3rd out. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it's JT Realmuto, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Slider right there. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Porter Hodge appears to be getting loose. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. So digging in, Nick Castellanos. Outside, and it's 1-0. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the late stages of game 2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing beatings. Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. First pitch just misses. Two down, nobody on, and a foul ball. Tapped softly to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 4 and the Cubs 1. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Yohan Duran.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ, the Happ Daddy. Nasty pitch right there. Strike 1.
Now, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and he reaches safely. And here is Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. fastball in for a strike. 0-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Liner caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
He's 2 outs away. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. That one in triple digits.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that is out of play. Happ leads off first with 1 away. Good job to fight that one off. And that's a strikeout looking. Cubbies with only 1 out left. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
This one smoked, could be trouble. Happ on his way to third. Coming home. The relay. He's safe. And it's now a 2-run game.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So runner at second, 2 down. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Lots of anxious fans in the ballpark right now. You can feel it.
Tying run at the plate. Fought off foul.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
That one inside. And the count is 3-1.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
The tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. The Cubbies down to their final strike. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
And the Phillies manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make a move. Yohan Duran won't go any further tonight. And the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Tanner Banks gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
First and second, 2 outs. Carson Kelly, the next to hit. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
1-2.
Inside. 1-2 to count. That's a little bit low.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Next offering is downstairs.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way out.
Substitution being made at first, and here's the pinch runner, Willie Castro. And now it's Dansby Swanson, 1 for 3. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Late swing, fouled off.
He is going to sleep well tonight if his team can come through with the win.
So they're all loaded up. That one outside. And the count is 1-1.
Ball.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
So the tying run at second. Swing and a foul out of play. Two now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 outs. Both the tying and winning runs are on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
At risk of walking in a big run here, and these fans really letting them hear it as well.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
This team is riding pretty high right now, and you can tell the home team pretty confused as to why they're not getting it done. But it's a huge tone setter when you can take the first 2 games of a series, especially on the road. Now we'll see if they can back it up at home.
Here's one final look at the line score from this one, Chris.
It was a close 2-run game, and a couple of key moments just really made the difference. Not much separates these 2 teams.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
I ran out of poppers. If he knows me, I'ma knock his nose off. If he holy, I'ma send his soul off. Trespassing, I'ma cut his toes off. Much faster than a come on. Stop. If he ratting, I'ma cut his tail off. 1 mic, 0 flaws. Spitting 24 karat gold bars. To a gunfighter, bring a blow charge. Spending new money for the old charge. No such thing, no charge. Been high since the Cold War. I already told you like Cardi done told you. You think